Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn about forks in the blockchain. So, what is a fork? So, fork in the blockchain is nothing but the process of copying and altering code in order to build a new software or products. So, already there is a software, so we need to upgrade the software. So, in order to upgrade the software, so we are just modifying the existing software, right? So folks in the blockchain refer to the process of copying the already existing software and upgrading the software by adding some few new rules. Forks are quite popular and commonly utilized in the open source projects. So we are using this forks in the open source projects. So what is meant by a open source project or open source program? Software with publicly available source code allowing anyone to inspect, modify, enhance, and redistribute it is called as a open source program. That means anyone can modify the program. So it is openly available to uh, all the people. Whereas in the case of the proprietary software, the source code is kept secret and controlled by a single entity. Ethereum and Bitcoin are decentralized and open source, allowing everyone to participate. So these networks are the public networks. So they allow everyone to participate in that network. And the code of this network is also publicly available and decentralized. So forks are just an upgrade to the protocols of the blockchain that are launched by the blockchain community. Folks split the blockchain into two separate chains. So when the two chains are compatible, a soft fork occurs, whereas in the case of the protocol changes are so extensive that two chains are no longer interoperable, leading in a hard fork. So just like in the traditional software development system, suppose a developer is developing a software. So what are the different steps? So he will create the product, he will test the product, and then he will shift the software product. So in the traditional uh, software generating, software development process. But the blockchain here in the traditional software development process, it is a centralized thing. That means a organization or a team members are developing the software. But blockchain is not centralized, right? It is a decentralized thing. So there is no control for particular person to upgrade the blockchain. So it is a decentralized thing. So blockchain is a decentralized thing. So no one can upgrade the blockchain. Then how the upgradation of the blockchain is possible? So what are the different folks involved in upgrading the blockchain? So we know that folks means upgrading the blockchain. So already there is existing software code. So we are adding some new rules to the blockchain. So now let us see the different types of forks available here. So fork is basically of two types, that is a code-based fork and live blockchain fork. So the live blockchain fork is again divided into two types, that is intentional fork and accidental fork. So now intentional fork is again divided into two types, that is soft fork and hard fork. So now let us see each fork in detail. So first of all, what is meant by code-based fork? So it is the creation of a new independent project or version from an existing code base. So already the code is available. So we are creating a new and independent project. Okay. So it is an extension of the already existing project, but it is independent. That means it no longer belongs to that particular project. It involves copying the source code of a software project and modifying it to create a distinct software entity. So we're copying the source code of the software project and modifying it to create a different software entity. So it is like taking a path that diverges from the original project's roadmap. So the example for the code-based fork is uh, the altcoins. So altcoins, the source code of the altcoins and bitcoins is same. It emerged from the bitcoins only, but uh, by changing the code of the bitcoin, altcoins generated, and now altcoins are separate and bitcoins are separate, and altcoins originated from the bitcoin. So let's see the next part, that is accidental fork or temporary fork. Accidental fork or temporary fork occurs when two or more miners on a blockchain network unintentionally create different blocks at nearly the same time. So this results in two competing versions of the blockchain, each with a different set of transactions. So these forks are unintentional forks. So this suppose in a network, a number of miners are working to solve a puzzle. But if two miners are generating a new block at the same time, so then it may lead to a accidental fork. So the main cause is unintentional occurrences, often due to the network delays or software glitches. So what is the resolution for this fork? So typically resolved automatically within a short time as a network converges on the longest value chain. So if two miners discovering blocks almost simultaneously resulting in two competing chains, the chain with the most blocks eventually becomes the dominant one and the other is abandoned.